For centuries, Jupiter seemed familiar, a striped giant, king of the planets, its great red spot, a cosmic landmark. We studied its clouds, gravity, and moons, confident in our models and textbooks. Jupiter was big, stormy, and predictable, or so we thought. But the universe loves to surprise us, revealing mysteries just when we think we understand. Beneath Jupiter's clouds, something complex was happening, something we never imagined. The familiar giant was hiding secrets, waiting for us to look closer. The clues were faint, whispers across millions of miles. We needed a new kind of explorer, one that could dive into the storm and listen to Jupiter's deep hum. The story we were about to uncover would challenge everything we thought we knew. Jupiter would force us to rethink what a planet could be. Our journey of discovery is never-ending. Every answer leads to new questions. Jupiter is a perfect example, a reminder that our understanding of the cosmos is still in its infancy. The universe is stranger than we can imagine, and Jupiter, our old neighbor, was about to become the most mysterious object in our solar system. The stage was set for a revelation. It would begin with a small robotic probe sent to face the giant. The real story of Jupiter was just beginning. To unlock Jupiter's secrets, NASA launched the Juno spacecraft. Juno's mission: fly closer to Jupiter than any probe before, diving between the cloud tops and deadly radiation belts. Armored and shielded, Juno was built to peel back Jupiter's layers and reveal what lay beneath. Its goals: understand Jupiter's origins, its core, its magnetic field, and the mysteries of the Great Red Spot. Juno's instruments would measure gravity, map magnetic fields, and analyze the atmosphere. Its looping polar orbit carried it over Jupiter's poles, gathering data during brief high-speed passes. This daring path was the only way to get close while surviving Jupiter's radiation. We expected Juno to refine our models to fill in the gaps. Instead, it sent back data that was baffling. Jupiter was far more complex and dynamic than we ever dreamed. The mission didn't just fill gaps, it forced us to start over. Jupiter wasn't just a ball of gas, it was a system, a network, almost alive. The first sign of something strange came from Io, Jupiter's volcanic moon. Io is the most volcanically active body in the solar system, tortured by Jupiter's gravity. We knew it was violent, but Juno revealed the violence was organized. Volcanoes erupted in sync, following a pattern tied to Io's journey through Jupiter's magnetic field. It was like a planetary heartbeat, major eruptions flaring up in rhythm. This suggested a deep global connection within Io, responding to signals from Jupiter. The magnetic field wasn't just surrounding the moon, it was controlling it. Jupiter was the conductor, Io the orchestra. This blurred the line between geology and electricity. The Jupiter system was more than a collection of objects, it was interconnected. If Jupiter could control a moon's geology, what else could it do? This was more than tidal forces, it was electromagnetic influence on a planetary scale. Io wasn't just a moon, it was a component in a larger machine. And if this was happening on Io, what about Jupiter's other moons? The mystery was just beginning. Juno's polar flybys revealed haunting order at Jupiter's poles. At the North Pole, a massive central cyclone, surrounded by 8 smaller cyclones in a perfect geometric pattern. These storms were locked in place, spinning like gears, stable for years. On Earth, hurricanes are chaotic. On Jupiter, they form perfect polygons. The cyclones looked almost artificial, like a mask staring into space. Their symmetry defied our understanding of atmospheric physics. Why didn't these storms merge or drift apart? What force held them in lockstep? The South Pole was just as strange, with 5 cyclones forming a pentagon. Scientists tried to simulate these patterns, and failed. No known model could explain such persistent geometric storms. It was as if an unseen hand had arranged them. Are we seeing a natural phenomenon we don't understand, or something that mimics intelligence? The polar cyclones behave like structures, not just storms. Jupiter, once thought chaotic, followed its own mysterious rules, another piece of the puzzle order where we expected chaos. The strangeness extended beyond Jupiter and Io. Juno detected rhythmic heat pulses from Amalthea, a small inner moon. Amalthea, expected to be inert, was pulsing in sync with signals from Jupiter. Jupiter's magnetic field created corridors of energy. As Amalthea passed through, it heated up and pulsed. The moon acted like a receiver, responding to a broadcast from the planet. Even Jupiter's faint rings were shaped by these magnetic corridors, forming patterns in dust and ice. The entire inner system danced to Jupiter's tune. Jupiter's influence was active, not just gravitational or magnetic. The magnetic field was a medium for communication, a web of connections. The system behaved like a giant electrical circuit with Jupiter as the power source. Signals were sent and received, energy transferred in controlled ways. This wasn't the chaotic solar system we expected, it was orderly, with a hidden logic. What is the purpose of this network? What information is being transmitted? Jupiter's system was a single, cohesive entity. For centuries, the Great Red Spot was a familiar storm. Huge, long-lived, predictable. But Juno's close passes revealed a new puzzle. The Great Red Spot wasn't just a swirling vortex, it was a source of immense, unpredictable energy. Deep below the clouds, Juno found the storm's roots were far hotter than expected. This heat powered the storm, but it wasn't stable. Juno detected sudden, intense pulses of thermal energy, like the spot was having a fever. These pulses weren't tied to any known cycle, they were erratic and powerful. Something deep inside Jupiter was feeding the storm, giving it bursts of energy. The Great Red Spot was an active engine, connected to a mysterious heat source. It wasn't just a passive feature, it was a window into Jupiter's fiery core. This added to the picture of Jupiter as a place of controlled, powerful energy release. Synchronized volcanoes, pulsing moons, and now thermal spikes, all pointed to a system managing immense power. Jupiter wasn't just radiating heat, it was channeling and focusing it. The Great Red Spot wasn't just a storm, it was a power plant. Jupiter's energy was anything but random. Juno's most stunning discovery, Jupiter's famous stripes, zones, and belts, aren't just bands of clouds. The jet streams form geometric shapes, polygons like triangles, squares, and hexagons, wrapping around the planet. These shapes are stable and long-lasting, order emerging from chaos. Jupiter's atmosphere behaves like a crystal, governed by hidden mathematical logic. No other planet shows this kind of geometric weather. The entire atmosphere seems subject to an organizing principle favoring symmetry. Why would a gas giant's weather follow mathematical rules? It's as if the planet has an underlying structure dictating its behavior. Jupiter isn't just a sphere of gas, it's a geometrically ordered system. Then came the mystery of the missing water. Juno found the equator surprisingly dry, but detected deep ammonia. Something inside Jupiter was sorting materials, organizing elements. Chemical order and geometric weather painted a picture of a world far from random. Jupiter was a planet of hidden structure. Juno's mission was filled with shocking discoveries, but one event stood out. During its 69th orbit, Juno experienced a total blackout, no data, no signal, for exactly 3.141 seconds. Then, just as suddenly, the signal returned. The spacecraft was fine. Engineers found no malfunction, no interference. The silence was perfect and precise. 3.141 seconds, the first digits of pi, the mathematical constant fundamental to circles and spheres. Coincidence? Maybe. But on a planet of geometric storms and mathematical jet streams, it felt like something more. Was this a message? A warning? Or the signature of an intelligence or process behind Jupiter's order? The Jupiter system behaves like a machine, synchronized, geometric, transmitting energy and information. We went to study a planet. We may have found something else. We are like ants on a supercomputer, sensing the heat and hum, but blind to the calculations within. Jupiter is not just the king of planets, it is the keeper of a secret, one we are only beginning to unravel, and perhaps it is watching us back. The evidence points to a conclusion that is hard to accept, but impossible to ignore. Jupiter's system is more than natural chaos. It is organized, purposeful. The real story of Jupiter is just beginning. The universe is stranger than we can imagine, and Jupiter is its greatest riddle.